Peace, peace, y'all. How are you today? Just doing a property walk here. I was going to play three important parts of a Asha Logos podcast, but I couldn't rig up everything I needed to do it. My tab, my speaker. So we're just going to go for a quick walk in my woods, do a little recon, and then I got this tree. It's going to be my most challenging yet to fell. I thought one over here, a big old birch, was my toughest. It probably was, but this one here coming up, God almighty, it looks like it's leaning 6 different ways. No matter how many times I walk around it, I can't figure it out. So I'm just going to make a wedge cut, back cut, and hopefully it falls to the right of where I'll place my camera. Anyways, I'm going to shut up. I'm no good at making videos. One-on-one, I'm awesome, or in a crowd. But we know what the Jews tube is all about. So I'll just let you enjoy the walk. The fall colors, sights and sounds and smells are just incredible in fall. Mind-blowing. This is a little beaver path here I'm on. So I'm in central North British Columbia, Canada. I got 4 acres pretty much on the Nadako River on the far east end. On the west end it turns into the lake on Burns Lake. Nice mirror images. We know what that's all about. Zero curvature. So here's a trail I bushwhacked with my still trimmer with an oversized saw blade on it, circular saw blade. I gotta clean it up, go back and get more of the stems of trees out. Just living the best life possible in a world gone insane in the membrane. And it looks like I have to touch the screen every so often to get the right lighting. Look at that, incredible, eh? So here we are on the west end of my property. Well, looks like we got a little beaver action going on here. Look at that, eh? life as it was meant to be. So I'm gonna head back into my woods here. I've probably got a mile of paths, primary, secondary, and tertiary paths I've been cutting so I can fell freestanding dead trees. We had a big microburst here the other day. It took down about half a cord of my lumber I had stacked between trees. I've restacked that. So hard to see the screen. Lots of projects on the go. So here's one of my natural paths. Marsh, I own a big chunk of this. It goes out into a bay with two other, one permanent, one part-time, who's building a couple cabins for his grandchildren and children. If you're not getting the hell out of Dodge, you're not going to make it. With the Agenda 2030 ramping up every week, it seems. It's incredible. So check out my two featured playlists, solutions to all the hardcore criminals, which is authority, corporations, poisoning everything on this realm. I've got lots of stacks of wood. I've got enough wood already stacked for winter. Now I'm getting next year's going. So there's the tree way over there. I gotta take down. It's making me nervous. Lots of logs. All right, so I'm going to pause this in a minute and set up the last 4 minutes of Asha Logos. And I'll let you listen to that and watch me fell this crazy tree. She's a doozy. Smallest of the professional grade with a 20-inch bar. All right, give me a minute here and I'll be right back.
Battery 90%. Connected to. Water is fucking level.
Sure is, Michael. So this tree, I hope, is going to fall to the far right. I'm trying to hide my equipment here behind a tree in case it falls uphill. I'd hate to break my only 3 pieces of electronics. I've never owned a computer and ran 2 websites and 20 social media accounts before governments took them all down. Because I speak the hardest truths no one else in the truth non-movement echo chambers will. And that is sharing the solutions. All right. Touch and go here. Tree's gonna come thumping down, probably knock my phone off the stand. Let's give her hell.
Much like playing 10,000 hours of some cheap one-dimensional gaming app, it's the epitome of diminishing returns, both in terms of any positive effect it may be having on the brain, as well as any happiness it might be producing. In summary, whether this energy is drained to directly feed a parasitic element, or whether it's outright wasted in the most fruitless dissipation, the end result is largely the same, especially from the perspective of the individual or group suffering the loss. Time and energy that might be used in a vastly superior way is instead squandered. And if we were capable of somehow charting the consequences of this massive amount of wasted human potential, I have no doubt we'd be floored. It's almost equivalent to having a fuel tank with several holes in it. The vehicle may still technically run, but its performance is nowhere near what it could and should be. Although this analogy is imperfect, because it's not just a waste of fuel, but that the fuel itself becomes vastly inferior, incapable of producing the level of power and performance its inherent design makes it capable of. And I see this is already over an hour, so I'll wrap this up for now. And I think I'll save the rest of what I intended to discuss for the next cast, which I hope to start recording in the next couple of days. To attempt to summarize the key points of all I've spoken to here, we live in an age with the power and potential to significantly free up our individual and collective time and energy, but an age that simultaneously absolutely surrounds us with net negative addictions and distractions. We live in an age in which our ability to communicate and connect effortlessly across vast distances opens up countless doors to the creation of powerful new organizations and hierarchy, but an age that simultaneously has allowed for a monopolization of mediocrity and corrupt nepotism to prevail here, creating vast networks of individuals, experts at promoting themselves and those involved further. Even, and some might say especially, in cases in which this promotion is completely undeserved and in which it has the most net negative effect. In short, we live in an age of incredible potential that's presently being incredibly squandered. Insofar as we have the will, we have the ability to step aside, to cease devoting the bulk of our life force to this irrevocably broken and vampiric machine, and to slowly but surely create something new. And as we do so, at every step along the way, to consciously avoid reintroducing these same poisonous elements, and in fact craft the structure itself to prevent the resurgence or the occurrence, and to eventually reach a vastly higher potential in so doing. Tremendous respect to those already doing the actual work and breaking new ground in various efforts at parallel communities and structures and institutions, especially those in the Ozarks. I hope some portions of this cast provided something to discuss or think about, and I look forward to visiting, at the very least, someday soon. And to any and all like minds tuning in, I sincerely hope you're all well, and thank you for listening.
This is the end, beautiful friend. This is the end, my only friend, the end of all the elaborate plans, the end of everything that's the end. No safety of holy jumping. Perfect. Woo! It's time y'all got proactive. Start living the solutions to all that's wrong in the world. God bless and take care. Oh, one more. I'll leave a link in the description for Patrick Wood, 3 o'clock. They're going live on your digital enslavement, to put it just simply. Anyways, take care.